Welcome to Automotive, and well, the last Audi episode for hopefully for a long time, if not, forever. I don't know that this will ever be a project car. This stupid thing is supposed to be my daily, and well, if your daily is not a shit box too, you're probably just not doing things right. At least that's what I'm told. So, 'tis time. I at the very least have all of the stuff on the back that's necessary on, so she can just go in. Now, my goal for tonight, not the video, just tonight, is just to get the stupid thing in there-ish. It should still be hanging on this, because, yeah, then I'll have to go through and attach the front for the motor mount. I mean, I guess I could just put the jack under there, too, and pull this out, but I probably won't. I'll probably keep it on this. So tonight, this will still be there. But for this, I just want the motor sitting in there tonight. The end of this video, however, will be this thing running or going to the scrapyard. That's really the two options. That's what I'm deciding right now. Actually, it's what I decided, when I spent all this money on this damn car. But at the end of the day, I do love this car. And I enjoy driving it. I enjoy the ridiculous fuel mileage of the diesel. It's fun, and it's a cool looking little car. It's easy to bob and weave through traffic. It's easy to park, kind of fits anywhere. It's a good car outside of me destroying the motor, which is probably more on me than the car, but here we are. So last episode, deleted the BSM, replaced the timing belt, replaced the water pump. This episode, this goes in there. I'm going to drain the transmission fluid. I'm going to replace the filter, top her off, connect everything, pop it on there. And then as soon as everything's connected, I will go through and I will tune it to the stage 2 with the DSG, which is a trans tune as well. So yes, and then after that, the new grill and the old bumper go on there as well, or maybe before, I don't know. But also, my buddy who helped work on this will come through and he'll temp out the transmission after everything is running, and we'll make sure that the transmission fluid is proper, because these things are stupid. You fill them from the bottom if you fill it right. And yeah, I've been working out here for a while and kind of just running with this because I want to wrap it up so I can go shower and eat tonight. Because, we got to do those things too. Also, in this video, I don't know how much I'm going to record, but the delete. All of this stupid disappears. Look at all these freaking sensors. No, I don't want it. And, they should sound better. With stage 2, I should get something stupid like an extra 70 foot-pounds of torque. Should be a fun little car. Now, I'm assuming I've covered everything, but I probably haven't, because I definitely haven't covered how just not fun this kind of work is. So I definitely feel for the mechanics who do this for their daily job, because me, I want to build race cars, right? I want to do custom crap, and if I'm going to yell at an engineer for doing something, well, I want to yell at me for it, That way I can learn and do stuff. So I'm done rambling. I want to just set this in so I can call it a night. Let's get to work. Well, the engine's in, and I've done, well, a decent amount of work in the meantime. I haven't really been great about recording because, well, it's kind of a pain to get good angles to show you what all I'm doing. And there's a decent amount of time where I'm just staring at shit trying to remember where everything goes because, well, there's a lot. Like, for instance, I'm not entirely sure how this thing down here connects. I'll figure it out. I've got all of this that I'm not entirely sure where it goes. I'll have to figure that out. Thankfully, I know where these go. So it's getting close, right? Alternator's in. Got some fuzzies. This stupid hose on the old one was completely like melted on there somehow, so that's great. That was a nightmare to get off, but that's off now, so that's cool. I got this fun shit too. I gotta figure out where that goes. There's a lot. There's a lot. Switched out the oil filter, so she's fresh. There's currently 0 oil in it, so I'll have to fire that up before I start it. Drain the trans fluid. I had to pop the axle off to get the engine in there, so that's one thing to note, right? I pulled it out without getting the axle off, but if you're taking on this project, I recommend just popping the axle down. It was super easy. It was messy, that was all, but other than that, it was easy, so definitely just do it, I guess. Oh man, what else to add? There's just so much going on, and I'm just trying to take my time and do it properly. Now, for filling the trans fluid, right, I bought the whole thing to do it from underneath, but then the fun thing with these cars is you then have to get it up to temperature, pop the bottom, because there's 2 plugs rather than one like your oil. And then you pop that outer one and let her drain out whatever's left over. So, talking to my buddy, who you see in the video helping out, it's actually his job. He works on BMWs and Audis and Volkswagens and all that crap. And he said just put 6 quarts through the top where the filter goes, which is right down in there. Here's my filter. One thing to note, this goes very, very slowly. Even going from underneath, it goes very slow. So she's taking forever, but fill it with 6, then I'll put this on, and I'll tighten it up on there with the cap and everything. And then when she's ready, start it up, warm it up. He'll bring his scanner over, check it out, drain over the leftovers, make sure she's right. But yeah, it's, a lot of remembering where all of these things go and making sure they go to the correct spot. As you can see, I still have stuff that has to go places, but I'm gradually figuring it out. Maybe that's where it goes, and I've just been wrong this whole time. But yeah, I honestly don't know how much I'm going to record, so for that, I apologize. Feel free to ask questions. I'll answer what I can. Yeah, if you're going to take on a project like this, be ready for it to consume your life for a bit, or have good friends who know what they're doing. Let me get back to work. As you can tell, I'm doing terrible recording this, but I'll still give you guys updates because, well, why not walk you through my mistakes? So, one of the mistakes I made is I've got these 2 fellers right here that I couldn't find, so I didn't hook them up, and then I got all this crap in the way. And, well, they go behind here. At least one of them does. I still have to locate the second one, which should be, as you can tell, they're very short, right? So this one goes like on the block, and this one won't be far from it. So when I get those apart, I should be able to find the second one. Now another thing is, which wasn't really a mistake, but I should have noticed it. Let's get over to the old cruster. So I've got this feller right here. I don't know what it is, but it goes into the cooling system. With it being a diesel, I've heard a couple different things. If you know what it is, feel free to tell me in the comments because I don't know, right? and it just kind of, I believe, attaches. Yeah, this goes onto here, and it kind of like snugs up in here somewhere, right? And then there's a spot, I think, on the block where it attaches, or at least something down there that attaches. Hopefully I showed you all that while I'm wobbling things around, not paying attention to the damn camera. Anyways, so on my motor, current motor, the new motor-ish, this line just literally goes up and attaches here. This is not there. It's just completely gone, which means this guy doesn't have a spot to connect. So I want to get that connected. Also, not knowing what it is, I don't know how important it is or not. So I'm going to attach the damn thing. Now, that's something I wrapped up last night. You can see all this room back here that didn't exist before. Well, no more DPF. So now I just got this fancy little pipe that goes back, and all that shit is out. Not to mention, I've got these two sensors that no longer got used. Stuff over here was taken off. Like, so much crap was attached that just didn't need to be. So there's that. Now I'd gone through already and had like everything in here. I had the air intake and all. And then I started noticing, one, I couldn't locate these. I thought maybe they were on the radiator or something, maybe for the fans. They're not. So cool. What I'm doing today is I'm getting this out of here, which I got to disconnect these hoses, which I got to pull this off. And then I got to remove this hose so it's out of the way. And then I got to swap out this hose, got to come off, which, as you can tell, you can't even see the damn thing. That hose has got to come off. And then I got to pop in the two hoses I just showed you. Ooh, see, it connects way down there to this little screw guy. So that'll all get connected. I'm hoping to have that done tonight because tomorrow my buddy Gabe's coming over and I want this stupid car on the road tomorrow night. So I want to be ready for us to just throw the tune at it when he comes. So that's the goal, which means I got to get my shit together. And I don't have a whole lot of time to work on this thing because, well, life gets busy. So I'm going to leave you there. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job recording of this, but I want it done because then we're going to get back to that, which I've been thinking a lot about. Nothing overly helpful, kind of, but not really. But I want to get back to it. I got new parts for it, kind of part of, the rear end. They were on sale. I bought them. Whatever. Cool. We'll get to that. Right now, I need to get to this. The next time you'll see me, it'll probably be watching Gabe tune this thing and then hopefully getting it running. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. She runs. Finally. Got her going. Camera does not like the headlights. I don't know how loud this is, so I apologize. Can't hear me. I'll turn the car off in a second. New brakes. Can't see them. New motor. Fancy delete. More turbo sounds. Yeah. So I did it. And it was not easy. Not really fun either. There are parts of it that were cool. And honestly, it'd be a lot easier with the proper tools. Man, I'm getting blinded by light. But can't, have diesel running with the damn shop closed and die. So, lessons learned. I need more tools. And that's really the main one. Right? Is I just need more tools. But it's all good. Now, a lot of that was like the hoses, pain in the ass. Connectors, also pain in the ass. But a lot of it was just bolt on, bolt off. Got the new grill on there. I've got a new ducktail as well, but they didn't send me the hardware for it. So I technically don't have the ability to put it on right now. But that's it for this car. So now she gets out of the shop. Well, technically, I've been driving her for a week, or I'd haven't had a chance to make this video. And I'm sorry I did not record nearly as much content on it as I would have liked. So that was my bad. My bad. But pull her out, bring the truck in, load up all of this junk, put all of this junk away. There's some LS shit back there too. That'll all go to the scrapyard. As well as I didn't put all the plastic shit back underneath that wasn't needed, just because if she leaks fluids, I want to know about it. I don't want, this crappy little tray that catches it all and then I don't find out till it's too late. I ain't doing that. So that means back to this, which I've got some fancy heim joints or rod ends or whatever you want to call them. So I'll go over these a little more on the next video, because the next video is going to be the cab mounts, which I've been changing around the design a little bit. So actually, you know what? I'm actually not that far off on how she's supposed to be sitting on here. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm going to dial it in a little bit and get some legit measurements. I think my designs don't exactly match what's out here. I don't know if I'm off on the frame or the cab. Whatever. We'll go over that as that progresses. But hopefully you guys enjoy the 3 random Audi videos. If not, sorry. I wanted something to do for content. I had a lot of large blank space on content too. Audi kind of kicked my butt. 1, it's expensive. 2, it's a lot of work. 3, I didn't know what I was doing. 4, I had to add a 4th one, so I had numbers. Yeah, I'm not going to rattle on too much. If you got questions, feel free to ask them in the bottom. By the time you see this, I probably still don't have the ducktail on the back, so if you want a video on that, let me know. If it is installed, you'll see it on my Instagram, and you can ask me questions there too. With that, have a good one.